What's up guys, it's Cameron and I'm gonna talk about a call that I had with a Facebook shops representative and explain to you what they told me on what makes a shop successful, what makes it work, what makes it approved, all that kind of stuff. And let me set up kind of how I got to that point. So some of you may have heard in a previous video or a couple videos and in the VIP group and in the normal group that I started creating a Facebook page that I am seasoning for like 33, 32 days, basically over 30 days. I've run ads to get followers. I've gotten the follower count to like over like 200, maybe 250, somewhere in there. I post every other day. I post question posts and it gets a little bit of interaction and stuff like that. And it's a niche page, so it's not just a random page. It's about a specific topic and only posts about specific topics. So I got the followers, did the ad running and everything. I wanted to let it sit for 30 days and then make it a shop to see if that would help get a shop some momentum right away. Especially since it's not a drop-down menu shop. It's just a regular old commerce manager, but you don't have a shop yet. I just created a Facebook page. But I wanted a Facebook page to be legit before I messed with it. I wanted to wait the 30 days. I then, once the 30 days was almost coming up, I bought a website. So I paid for a domain that matched the same theme of my Facebook page. I created an actual fake store so that when you navigate to that web page, it looks real. It looks like a storefront and it matches the logos, it matches all the verbiage. It looks very integrated with the Facebook page. I linked that to the Facebook page. Now, it's not a Shopify like situation that we were all talking about before. What I did is I just added that web page to my Facebook page so that they were like linked and it could feed that back and forth. In case anybody wanted to check and verify the quality of anything, they could go back and see that my page is real. So I paid for the website, paid for the Shopify page, which again, it's not the Shopify thing that we were talking about previously that everybody was talking about. It's just Shopify because that's a store kind of thing, doesn't matter. But got that stuff all put together. I bought an LLC under this name. So I paid $166 in Kansas where I live to start an LLC. I linked and set up everything with an EIN, like made it all legit and match, like as legit as you could make it, honestly, without actually having a store. And waited. I waited till that 30 some day mark. I think I actually waited 33 days. And then I was like, all right, it's go time. Let's do this. I created a page, or I created a commerce shop on it, which created a business manager and a commerce manager. And it wasn't getting approved. So that it got put in review, and then it was just like, hey man, sorry, you violated section 4, or it's kind of on pause because of section 4, which is the demonstrate trustworthiness stuff. And I was like, come on, I demonstrated trustworthiness. I can't imagine doing anything more. And I put in, help tickets with it through Facebook, and I actually got a representative to call me. So I was on the phone with them, and they explained to me what the issue was, and this is what it was. So when you create a Facebook page, and some of you probably already know this, but for those of you who don't and always ask this question, when you create a Facebook page, that has to be 30 days old. 30 days is what they told me exactly, 30 days. But the business manager also has to be 30 days old. So my mistake was assuming that the Facebook page, for this instance, was my main issue. Like, you actually have to, I could have created the Facebook page and created the shop same day, or at least the business manager for it same day, which is like what you should do is create a business manager and tie it to that. Those both have to be 30 days old. Also, those emails we all get that says like your account quality has been updated. She says every single month you get an email that tells you the account quality, and usually, what it'll say is good or needs work or whatever. I don't know. Mine have always just said good. I think sometimes they say in review or bad. I don't know. But you get that one that's like green, good, your account's all in good standing. She said that it will reevaluate that every month. So as I know that's obvious, like, well, yeah, if your stuff's bad, it's gonna know, and then that's what those updates are for. But it's about what she said it's looking at. So she told me, she's like, Cameron, I can see that you have a real business. Like, I'm excited for you to get selling, all that stuff. She's like, but the only thing flagging is the trustworthiness part. And she goes, and here's what I want you to work on so that by the 15th of next month, because of the 15th is when I decided to create a shop, and it's been, 9 days or 10 days or so. She's like, from now until then, she's like, get likes on your page, get comments, get interaction, whatever. And I'm like, okay, well, is there a certain following number? Is there a certain number I need for anything? And she's just like, no, it does not matter the number. It's not like you need 500 followers or likes, none of that stuff. She's like, we're not looking for a number. She's like, the algorithm is just looking for a ratio. And she emphasized that. She's like, none of each number matters, and it's all different for each little page. She's like, it just needs to be a ratio that makes sense of interactions, which is comments, likes, page follows, page likes, shares even. Like, they want to see that the page basically looks real. It needs to be an actual Facebook page. It needs to feel like a business. It needs to look like one. So visually, connectivity wise, I've got it. But now I just need to work on getting people to actually interact with my stupid posts that I post on there. Like post polls and hope people answer them. Post memes and hope people react to them and things like that. Maybe even share them to groups. That's what she said I need to work on the most. And then she said, if you can get that part down, she's like, when the 15th rolls around, you get that good qualification for your thing. She goes, you can make a shop immediately. And she's like, and it should be all good. So that was the big thing that was kind of the takeaway, is that you don't need a certain number. You need to get followers, you need to get likes. You can't just start shops with 0 anymore. I know we used to do that, and I think that's why we have shops that are just dying right now, is because now this is kind of the thing, and we've been talking about it for a while, it's been coming, but now when Facebook is kind of evaluating all of our pages month to month, the ones that we all made that squeaked in through the beginning without any kind of like actual user interaction, they worked then, but now Facebook's like, okay, well, it's obvious those are stupid shops. Let's put a little bit of qualification on there. Those don't work anymore. So now here's one thing I haven't experimented with that I'm going to. I don't know if my old shops that used to sell like crazy, that are dead, if I get those up to snuff with all these kind of qualifications, will those start reselling? Because she basically said like every month it starts fresh. So that's what I got. And she was like, so no, you should be good if you do those things. I don't know. I think that's the answer, but I could be wrong. This is just from Facebook themselves. But I already announced this in the VIP group, or at least a chunk of it. If you're interested in joining the VIP group, there's a link down below where you can join the VIP group. I'm gonna keep it at $10 a month for now, because that seems to be the price people like. $10 a month, I release monthly hot selling products from my shops that are selling and my marketplace accounts that are selling with my VAs. So I go through every month, pick and choose some of those, and throughout the month I kind of drop them as well. And then you'll get an updated list at the end of the month, as well as when you join all the previous lists that I've released so far. So go in there. There's no spam, and if there is, we block people and kick them out right away. It's a lot smaller crowd that's all serious sellers, so you actually get answers on stuff. And I hop in there with videos, with updates and stuff like way before I ever announce them in the normal group or even on the channel sometimes, because I'll just be in my kitchen and learn something and I'll be like, yo, and I hop on my phone and just like release it right then. It's really raw and it's not very edited or anything. So that's something, I guess, if you're interested in that. If you're interested in FBM Fox, there's a link down below. That's gonna be your lister tool, your product research tool, whatever. But if you're watching this far, there's a new product research tool that I've been messing with called ProductBot. I've got an affiliate down there. I had a call with the guy who created it and negotiated a 20% discount for you guys instead of a normal 10% that most people get with stuff. So if you want to check it out, I honestly think it's one of the best tools. It's new for me, so I've been messing with it. I've already gotten sales based off the products, and it's basically what it does is it scrapes Facebook for what's selling on Facebook from whatever major cities, and it gives you a good idea of what images are selling, what titles are selling. I'll make a whole video on it, but it gives you a lot of insight. Even if you don't sell those items, it lets you know what's winning so that you can duplicate that and replicate it with your own listings. Even if you don't sell what's showing you that you could sell on there. So that's in there. Also, my course, if you're new to this or whatever, you're just like, you know what, Cameron, what about your course? Got the course down in the description as well for you. That'll teach you how to dropship on Facebook Marketplace and shops. And that's as much as I can think of right now. Oh, if you want to do a Facebook automation where you don't even want to do this stuff, but you want somebody to handle it for you, you got a lot of money just sitting in the bank and you're like, how can I make my money make more money? Link down in the description for that as well, or email me or something and I'll send you over to book a call with Kyle and Hunter. And then they will get you set up with automation because they're winning in that department like crazy. So that's all I got. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you next time.